Saturday for an NCAA football.
Coming up next in Eyewitness News, you saw it, the Pirates win the 1970 World Series. The celebration downtown is underway. We'll ask the mayor about the date for the official celebration. Gracious, what a great night it is for Pittsburgh. Did you watch those Pirates down 3-1? They come through to win the World Series, the 1979 World Series. Well, what a night, Eddie. How about the big place?
I can hear my dad back in Ohio now. He's saying great googa mooga, you know.
Whatever that means. But I like
and he can see that I'm as clean as the Board of Health right now because I got the best sign on my chest that I've ever had on my chest. What's that say? Pirates,
World champs, 1979.
Hey, you read good, too. Yes, sir. Let's take a look at the crucial plays, and we'll come back to that good-looking guy. But I'll tell you something right now. Before we take a look at the crucial plays, what a great job on the mound by Don Robinson, Grant Jackson, and, of course, the starter, Jim Bibby, and, of course, the guy who mopped up Twiggy, Kent Tucolvi, as we like to call him, the guy who turns sideways in the rain and doesn't get wet. But let's take a look at the action. I started to have my heart jump down on my big toe when this guy, Dyer, hit it to left field, and his wife was so excited for the second baseman of the Baltimore Orioles. There comes the run in the third inning that made it 1-0, and the way McGregor was pitching, I was worried until the sixth inning. Then the big man. Age is only a number, folks. Any number can win. 38 years old. Willie Stargell makes it 2-1 in the sixth inning. We were never to be headed. Let's take a look at the crucial play with Tucolvi in the eighth. I was afraid that my man Parker was going to trip and fall. He got the fly ball. He said he was worried too. That was the big play in the eighth for Tucolvi. Here's the final out as Omar Marino says, I got it. Let's go home. World champions. Hello, everybody. In the business 8 years. 6 years I've been in the town with a team in the World Series. Hey, I'm a winner. I got to tell you that now.
Oh, it's a great feeling. A Super Bowl champ and a baseball world champ all in 1 year. What more could you ask
You come
for?
back to see me later?
I'll be back to see you.
Well, Ray, there was one man who seemed to know what the result of the game was going to be, and that was Captain Willie Stargell. The captain was so sure that he had his T-shirt company in East Liberty cranking out World's Champion Pirate T-shirts this morning. Well, most of us will have to scramble to get one of those T-shirts tomorrow. Eddie's ordered about 10,000. But reporter Pat Crosby managed to be one of the lucky few that has one tonight. Now let's go live to Pat right now in downtown Pittsburgh. Pat?
Thank you very much, Patty. You can hear We Are Family in the background, but you also see a large patrol of police officers. So far in these opening moments down here in Stanwix and Liberty, we've had a bunch of people come down, but so far it's scattered. We haven't had that many people. You can see. What do you think? The Pirates are number?
I'm 100% for them. 100%. I knew they were going to win.
Sure, huh?
Yes, I did.
Well, what do you think of the Pirates? You can tell they're just extremely happy. They're saying it all right now.
I love the
But
Pirates.
I'm sure you do. But as you know, there are several hundred police officers who are down here, and we'll give you a chance to get an idea of security down here. They're down in the Triangle area. They're equipped with canine and riot equipment if necessary. The police say if cars start pouring in along with people, they'll close off the Triangle. In fact, they have closed off the Triangle to car traffic. You can't come down on foot, and there are a pretty good amount of people coming down in Market Square and down in this area. Now, the boundaries cut off a Boulevard of the Allies, Grant Street, and Fort Duquesne. And that's so far. We've had a number of people coming out here just letting it all hang out. They are happy. Meantime, thousands upon thousands of fans like these guys watched and listened to the ball game on television, 2 local channels as well as radio. Now, your feelings back at home are probably just the same as everybody else had here. What do you think of the Pirates win or lose in this game?
I hope they win, but anybody can win the way it's going.
Well, I hope they win because it's a family tradition. The children have supported the Pirates for about 30 years. And if they lose, well, we'll all take it personally.
While the bars and the homes were tuned into the Pirate game, even the downtown skyline had family on it, courtesy of the Steel Building. He made it even easier to watch the Pirates.
Whether they win or lose their night, there's nothing to be ashamed of, I'll tell you that.
Ida, are you pretty,
No,
Anybody,
I'm not.
this is anybody's game. This is anybody's game, and you won't know until the last out is out. Last man's out, then when you know.
Ida, you seem pretty excited about this, too.
Yes, I have been. I'm not normally a sports fan, but I do enjoy this.
That says it all right here. All right, if you are planning to go out to the airport when the Pirates charter plane lands about 2:30, Nancy Montoya has the itinerary for you.
Number one, don't show up at the terminal. The Bucks won't be there. Their plane is landing here in the cargo loading area just north of the airport. As for parking, police have decided to allow folks to park on the other side of the fence along Route 60 North. From there, it's a short walk through the back gate. It'll be left unlocked. The Pirates plane will pull up just about where this plane is. Fans will be expected to stay behind this fence here. And if you have any plans of jumping the fence, don't. There'll be between 30 and 60 police officers here. What is your primary concern about tonight and the crowd and crowd control?
We'll make sure that everyone has the opportunity to see the Pirates when they embark from their airplane, and that no one is hurt, and there is crowd control, and there's no damage to county property.
Police are expecting anywhere from a few hundred to several thousand fans. They're also expecting a rowdy group, win or lose, and they're ready. From the Greater Pittsburgh International Airport, Nancy Montoya, TV2 Eyewitness News.
Now with us in the studio this evening, live, is Pittsburgh Mayor Richard Caligiuri. Your Honor, it has to be a great night for our city.
There's no doubt about it, Ray. They've done us proud, and everybody in Pittsburgh just has to be elated the way the Pirates came back and just had such excitement all year long.
There was never any doubt in your mind, was there, Mayor?
No doubt about it.
Now, what about the official celebration? The Pirates are coming home about 2:30 this morning. When will that be held?
Well, we've had a committee together all this week, Ray, planning on it, and we plan on having a parade and a get-together on Friday at noontime at Market Square. So as soon as the Pirates get back, we'll be talking with them to see how many Pirates we can get to this Market Square area and really hold a good bash that they deserve.
Oh, that would be great. Mayor, we shot some tape out at the house tonight as you and Jeannie, your wife, and the children watched the ball game. Let's take a look at it now. You must have been pretty excited. Just, oh, look at you.
I think at that point it was 1-0. You could see I was a little concerned, and this is Stargell hitting the home run. Right.
You weren't too excited, Mayor. But this has to do a lot for the city of Pittsburgh. I mean, here we are being shown all over the country. And
absolutely. It's a great benefit to the city, not only because of what the sports team has done for us, of course, but the way they showed the city in that helicopter on Sunday night was just a tremendous view, and it shows the other people that there's another side to Pittsburgh, and this is the other side of what a World Series will do for the city. So I just want to congratulate Chuck Tanner, all the Pirates, and of course Dan and John Gilbreth for giving us the Pirates here and letting the nation show what Pittsburgh is all about. We're proud of it.
We certainly are. Mayor, are you aware of the fact that we're only the second city to have a Super Bowl and a World Series champ in the same year? New York was the first with the Jets and the Mets.
There you go. We've done it again.
Mayor, nice seeing you. Nice visiting with you. Have a nice celebration on Friday.
We'll see everybody on Friday.
Okay. Mayor Richard Caligiuri, Patty.
Well, there are lots of Pittsburghers who aren't waiting for the celebration to begin. Reporter Harold Hayes is at Chatham Center right now where the party's going on.
Patty, if you can hear me at all, I'm here at the Chatham Center at the Hyatt House at a place appropriately called the Whiskey Rebellion. And it's full of avid Pirate fans. What do you think of those Pirates? Now, a lot of these people who are here will probably be at that celebration on Friday. And one of the avid Pirate fans we have here is a guy you probably don't really know as he appears now, but he's known best as the Pirate Parrot, Kevin Cook. How you doing, Kevin?
Real well. I'd just like to thank the Lord for giving the Pittsburgh Pirates this opportunity, and it's been a tremendous year, and they weren't to be denied, number one. They're the best baseball team there is.
Now, listen, Kevin, this has been a great year for you, and it's been a great year for everybody connected with the Pirates. What are you going to do on the off season?
I'll still be parroting around and wait until next year, spring training. We're going to go get him again.
Now, a lot of these people, as I said, are probably going to be at the celebration on Friday. It's a good time here at the Chatham Center. This is Harold Hayes live with the Mobile Eye from
You do.
Oh, he's having fun out there. We'll have a lot more on the Pirates' big win in the.
He's got to bring his body to our party on Friday and say in the middle of the square that Pittsburgh is the greatest thing since sliced bread. Really.
I love it.
In the meantime, talking about Baltimore. Talking about Baltimore. Talking about Baltimore. Let's go back to the locker room because John Sanders is there. I want you to see what your kids are doing right now in Baltimore at Memorial Stadium. Let's come with me now.
Congratulations to you. Unbelievable finish to an unbelievable year for you.
What did I tell you when we left Pittsburgh, huh? I told you we was going to win it in 7. And, you know, it's really funny when we came in here, nobody knew who the Pirates was. They said they had a bunch of no names, only 2 ball players. We got on our team was Parker and Sargent, with Sargent proved to be the only one anyway, but we still got a few guys on our team can play. It was just a team effort. We the world's champ. We're the best in the world. I just tell Baltimore, good riddance.
Thank you, Bill.
This is the way we play all right.
Bert, congratulations to you. I know you've waited a long time for this moment. How do you feel?
Oh, I'm very happy for everybody in here. We really busted our butts. We came back, down 3-1. Tremendous bunch of guys. That's the way the Pirates have played all year.
You know, it is amazing, though. 3-1 down there. People, I know you guys never gave up, but people said there's no way the Buccos can come back.
Well, that's the way we fought back all year, John. Montreal was playing good. We had to fight back to get them. Played good against Cincinnati. We weren't going to give up against Baltimore. We come too far. They got a heck of a ball club, but I think we're just that much better.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Don, I know this has got to be a heck of a feeling for you now.
Oh, this is great. Everybody counted us out when we were down 3-1, and we've been coming back all year. We did it against Montreal. Cincinnati we didn't have to. We went out and beat them 3-0. But this is a great comeback team. It's been like that all year.
I remember how excited you were just for the opportunity, first to get into the playoffs, then to get into the World Series. Is this the sweetest moment, though, the victory, the final one here?
Oh, this is great. I can't tell you how I feel right now.
Congratulations.
Thank you, babe.
Super,
Ain't that nice? Ain't that nice? That's the greatest feeling in the world. Whew.
Unbelievable.
I keep thinking that when we won the pennant, that was the greatest feeling. When we won the playoffs, that had to be the greatest feeling. I've decided this is the greatest feeling in the world now. There can be only one thing better than this, and that's to win another one.
I think that people weren't really sure about the Pirates, and maybe even some of the people in Pittsburgh weren't sure, especially when we're down 3-1.
Well, that's the story of the Bucks. We never give up, and we keep battling back. Gave it our credit to the pitchers tonight. They were awesome. We hit when we had to, we played defense when we had to, and we came out on top. My hat's off to Baltimore. They're a great ball club.
Congratulations to you.
Thank you, John. Thank you.
The family is still celebrating here in the Pirates locker room. With me is Bill Robinson. He just got a kiss from his wife, Mary, who gave him a towel because you got champagne all over you. Tell me about it.
John, just like I've said all year, just thank you, Jesus. Thank you. Praise him. And, hey, well, I'm number one. And the Pirates are number one. And that's, you can't sit here and just describe the feeling that I have inside. And I just thank and praise the good Lord, John.
Mary, how about you? Is this exciting?
This man said we're tough, and he's right. We are tough.
That's what Rick Dempsey said, too, He said you just kept
we're
coming.
Tougher. How's that?
I know that you were watching, or you were listening in another room right at the end of the game, right?
Yes. They wouldn't allow us upstairs because they were afraid we'd get hurt, whatever. I'm sorry I missed it because I waited 18 years to see it. So.
But you heard it, right?
I heard it, yes.
Bill, I know you've been waiting for a long, long time for this, haven't you?
John, it's like I said, just no feeling that I can describe, or I can't sit here and tell you how I feel. Not more so than anyone else, but in my own special way. And right now, I'm trying to come down to earth. I brought my car down. We're going to drive back to New Jersey now. And, you know, as we talked before, my family's very, very important. And tonight I'll get back 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning and just celebrate with my family and just lay back and just relax for a couple of weeks now.
Bill and Mary Robinson, the rest of the Pirate family will be coming back after the ball game to Pittsburgh. The celebration has started already. It will continue, of course, once we arrive at the airport in Pittsburgh. Live from the Pirates locker room, I'm John Sanders, TV2 Eyewitness Sports.
Okay, thank you, John, and thank you, Mr. and Mrs. Bill Robinson. You think they're acting funny now? Wait till they get all that World Series money. Even the birds of Baltimore won't be mean when they see half a green check, right? Let's get to some highlights, as a matter of fact. Let's go back in time and see some of these great highlights. A great defensive play coming up by the Birds, as a matter of fact. This is Foley hitting it to Garcia. Goes far to his left. Watch him throw out Foley. Now you want to see another fine play? Watch coming up right here, Dower. What a fine home run this was. A second baseman who was not scheduled to start an hour and a half before game time, but was put in. What a genius. Weaver turned out to be there. It was 1-0. Now another fine play. Watch Foley get Garcia on a steal. Right on the head. Right there. And he was out. Now the fourth inning, Bibby KOs Murray in a big play for Jim Bibby that kept him going. Sixth inning, Bill Robinson, you just saw he and his wife. There it is, past Garcia at shortstop, a screeching line drive. Now, the man of the hour, the most valuable player, Starger gets all of it this time. He said he didn't think it was going to carry that far, but when he saw Ken Singleton run out of room, he knew that's all she wrote. It was 2-1 right there. Let's take a look at the eighth inning. Some fun happens there, too. I got weak in the knees. So did Dave Parker. I thought he was going to trip over everything, but he caught it, and that was Kent Tekulve getting out of the big inning. We added insult to injury. Marino with an RBI single through the legs of the Baltimore Orioles pitcher. There comes the run. Garner's home. It is 3-1. Robbie is then hit on the left hand. They tried to say that he wasn't hit, but Robbie says, I know pain when I feel it. Anyway, let's get to the bottom of the ninth. Final out. There it is. Kent Tekulve gets Pat Kelly to lift a high fly ball to center. Marino says, hey, we're the world champions. Yes, sir. Going to bring it back to the friendly city, the Steel City of Pittsburgh, rejoicing right now, just like that man. Chuck Tanner lost his mother over the weekend, but boy, I'll tell you, this is a saving grace as far as his feelings right now. Goes over to congratulate a lot of people. Dallas Green isn't the Phil's interim manager anymore. That's right. The team has named the man that replaced Danny Ozark late in the year. He's been named to lead the Phillies in 1980. Dallas Green will sleep good this winter with the Phil's manager's cap. Well, it wasn't good news over...
Living life is fun and we've just begun to get our share of this world's delight. High hopes we have for the future and our goals inside. We don't get depressed. Here's what we call our golden rule. Have faith in you and the things you do. You won't go wrong.
Channel 4 Action News is a presentation of WTAE TV News.
Getting back to the good stuff that makes us smile a while. That's back in Baltimore. John Sanders has the general manager on his right there.
The celebrating goes on in the locker room. There's a lot of kissing and hugging. Right in the middle of it is general manager Pete Peterson. He just said to you he'd like to win it in 4 some year. And what'd you say?
Well, John, you know, that wouldn't be any fun. That's not the way we do things in this organization. We do it the hard way. We've been doing it all year that way. Last year we had to come, how many we had to win in a row to fight for the pennant? What a job our guys did. I'm so proud of them. I'm happy. I'm happy for the ball players, for Chuck and the coaches, the wives, our minor league managers, our scouts, our front office people, because, you know, now they can say, everybody can say we're the world champs. So that's why I'm happy for everybody in the organization.
And nobody can say this is not a family, right?
I'll tell you what, there was a little article in the paper, John, as you know, yesterday by a Baltimore writer. He doesn't know our organization. You can see it right here. The wives are in here. Everybody hugging, and that's, you know, that doesn't mean that we're a family just because everybody's hugging. It's just that we really have a feeling for one another, and I've seen guys like Steve Nicosia come up through the farm system, Tekulve, who a lot of people, including myself, didn't think could make it in the big leagues, become a great relief pitcher, and That's what it's all about, seeing these guys develop, and I'm so proud of the entire organization.
Pete, don't you think we might be back one more time someplace?
Tom, you better believe it. Let's hope. I'm looking forward to 1980.
By the way, you pulled off a couple of rather nifty deals. You got a guy by the name of Foley and a fellow by the name of Madlock here, and that made a heck of a lot of difference.
Well, John, in the Tim Foley deal, we were looking for a little more stability in our infield, a little more consistency in the middle of our infield, and I had seen Tim Foley play, and he always impressed. I had known him from winter baseball. I sat and talked with him, and I knew the makeup of him. He's a hot-tempered type of a kid, but he's calmed down. He's calmed down a lot. That's right, Tom. He's calmed down, and he gave us that consistency at shortstop, and we needed another right-handed hitter who could protect us against the left-hand pitching that everybody was throwing against us. And Bill Madlock, who led the National League and hitting back-to-back years, you know, he can do other things too, John. He fooled a lot of people. He can run, steal bases. Pretty good defensive player too.
Pete Peterson, the general manager of the world champion Pittsburgh Pirates, from the locker room. John Sanders, TV2, Eyewitness Sports.
I tell you something, world champions. That makes me want
to go back home to Virginia and sit down and watch some newsreels of the World Series. This is outstanding. This is great.
Of course, we're talking to Jim Bibby, who pitched such a fantastic game out there tonight. Jim, you said it was just another game going in. You still feel the same after it's over?
I felt that even when I went out on the mound today, it was a ball game is a ball game is a ball game. That's the way I felt about it. I couldn't change anything, any of my doings to compensate for the 7th game of the World Series. All I want to do is go out and throw the ball the way I'm capable of throwing it, the way I've thrown it all year. I feel that I've had a successful season with the Pittsburgh Pirates. I think I contributed a lot to the ball club, a success of the ball club, and I want to do that tonight.
I know Tim Foley came by and you said, we're world champions, Tim. And he said, well, we wouldn't have been if you'd have quit. Nobody quit on this team, did they?
Nobody quit on this ball club. Nobody. We go out. We, you know, I don't know how people see us. They talk about it's the animal house. They said the Pittsburgh Pirates are the loudest ball club in the league. We are. Shit, I'm going to tell you now, we are. But when we cross them white lines out there, we are out for blood.
And you're also the world champions.
We are the world champions.
Jim Bibby, along with John Sanders, live from the locker room of the world champion Pittsburgh Pirates.
Thanks, John.
Champagne toast to the Pirates
first.
in honor of winning the 1979 World Series. $1.19.
Did you buy that?
I want the name, rank, and serial number of the man who bought this.
Bruno, our producer.
Watch, I'll probably lost it up, but I'm going to try anyhow to see. Oh.
The man is good at nothing, folks.
All right.
Oh, there it is. Miss Burns?
Thank you.
Mr. Kudzman. Mr. Alexander, sir.
Hey, you can call me Eddie. You can call me Eddie. Love it.
I'll have a little
Wait a
myself.
minute, Eddie. Wait a minute. We got to toast the Bucks yet.
They in back of us now on the monitor?
Right behind
there they
us
are.
there.
Congratulations, Buccos. 1979 World Champs.
Give us the one.
Yeah, ain't that nice?
Give us the one. She just gave it to us. I love it.
And with that, we'll say that's it for this edition of Eyewitness News. Our next report at noon tomorrow with Bill Burns and Bob Kudzman.
And coming up, a KDK movie special, Action in the North Atlantic.
Now for Patty, Bob, Eddie, John, the entire Bucco team, I'm Ray Tannehill. Nice going, Pittsburgh. Good night, everybody.
We're together as we walk on by, and we fly just like birds of a feather. I won't tell no lie. All of the people around us, they say, can they be that close?